All right, brothers, welcome to the channel. Hope you have your plate ready because we're about to separate the meat from the bones. Now, this storyline comes due to Jonathan Isaac's issue with the Black Lives Matter movement, a movement that has once again gained steam off of a black man's death. Now, this particular cycle in which the mainstream media wants to put Black Lives Matter at the forefront of everybody's mouths after the George Floyd incident recently, in which a black man was killed at the hands of a police officer. Um, After that, many uprisings and many protests have happened all across the world, which and now it's basically become a firestorm and a political as well as corporate tool to bring everyone into this wokety woke, conversation that's really not going to get anyone anywhere. And one thing that you'll notice whenever you look at the protests and whenever you look at the people that speak about Black Lives Matter is that they gain their steam due to instances in which black men are, at the hands are detrimentally affected by police and things of that nature. But most of the people in the protest are white, or they're women, or homosexuals, or anything, anything other than black men. In fact, most of the people in the public that have spoken about this, the actual issues within our community, have actually been black women. Now, what we're going to find out and what Jonathan Isaac exposes is that that's not really a coincidence. That's done on purpose. See, the Black Lives Matter movement does not need black men to really give their opinion on why they're getting killed or what the solutions or what the ills in their community or in our society is. They need you to sit down, shut up, put this shirt on while we roll out another spokesperson who is not a black man to speak for you, to speak on your behalf. Now they're gonna speak on your behalf after they speak about homosexuals, after they speak about feminists, after they speak about the Democratic Party and voting. Then they're gonna get to you and they're gonna say, "You see these black men behind me," even though the black men behind in this image are all millionaires and probably will never ever be in any type of situation in really confrontation with police. But you see these black men behind me, they deal with police every day and they're victims here, and they don't have any choice. So we have to help them. It's kind of like that, those videos that you used to see when you were young on TV of the kids with the fat bellies in Africa. You're the kid with the fat belly in Africa. They don't want to really hear your story, as to why your people are in the predicament that you're in, or what you think is best. They need you to be a backdrop so that they can collect money for the Democratic Party while they push globalist, Marxist, and communist ideologies that are detrimental to each and every one of the black men that is actually on this screen right now. Now, the issue comes in when black men like Jonathan Isaac stand up. And as you can see, it is an issue because many people are lambasting him for his choice to choose not to wear the Black Lives Matter organization. And you know what I found funny is that when you actually look at all these, other brothers, all these woke brothers kneeling and all this kind of stuff and wearing the Black Lives Matter shirt, a lot of them, just like this brother right here, Terrence Ross, are smiling, or they got their eyes rolled, or whatever. Or this guy right here, he's like, "Oh God, we gotta kneel again. Got a dang towel, man. My knee hurt." Because they really know that all this stuff is just for show. It's just for show. They don't care about what you have to say. They don't care about the issues that are plaguing our community. Black Lives Matter doesn't matter to the dang Democratic Party. In fact, the Democratic Party, which pushes feminism and liberalism, and which promotes abortion, which is responsible for 22 million black lives that ended in the womb before they even had a chance to come out. Those are the people that behind this T-shirt. So you see how it becomes an issue when a man like Jonathan Isaac says, and we're going to hear what he has to say, that he doesn't want to go that route. Now, this black man who they claim is such a victim, this black man has to go along because they don't really look at you as a man. They look at you as a prop and at the very most a child. You're just there to sit down, shut up while we talk. So now we're gonna get into a situation because the main person that they send out to try to put a muzzle on a man like Jonathan Isaac is a black woman. And we find out that today that liberal black woman was Taylor Rooks, the new fresh meat that goes around and talks all this jibber jab about a game that she's never played before, and she thinks because she looks pretty and all this kind of stuff that everybody's just gonna be ready to hear what she has to say. She's the next Carrie champion. Okay, sweetheart. But we're going to see how disrespectful she gets when this man gives her a verbatim answer as to why he chose not to go along with the crowd. And it seemed like she has an issue with it. So we're going to analyze that interaction and we're going to prove that black men don't matter to the Black Lives Matter movement. We have Jonathan Isaac, I guess, after the game, he's being interviewed, and of course, they're not going to ask him any questions about the actual game he's paid to play as a professional. They're going to ask him, brother, why didn't you kneel? Why didn't you get on your bending knee? Just like everybody. Why can't you just be a good boy and get in line? So they're going to ask him that question. I want you to pay very close attention to Taylor Rooks and the snarkiness in her voice. And I want you to think if she was ready for his response.
Two-part question for you. So you didn't kneel during the anthem, but you also didn't wear a Black Lives Matter shirt. Do you believe that Black Lives Matter?
Absolutely. I believe that Black Lives Matter. A lot went into my decision, and part of it is, first off, is my thought that kneeling or wearing a Black Lives Matter T-shirt don't go hand in hand with supporting Black lives. And so,
whoa. So you see how how he just basically told her, like I said, no, I didn't kneel, no, I didn't wear a shirt. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Don't know why you're asking me that question. But yeah, basically, I don't believe that putting a shirt on and kneeling for a flag is really gonna do anything. And before you guys get into this emotional, but it bringing attention, we did this and bruh. Like I said, all these dudes in the NBA have all the money that they need or that they could ever want to provide to any of these charities or to any of these organizations that really would truly help our community. So I really don't want to hear the fact that you have millionaires putting on a shirt and then kneeling during the anthem and try to tell me that that's going to somehow save our community. What it's really doing is it's bringing everybody and making sure, let everybody know that's watching that, hey, the corporations are behind Marxism, communism, and the Democratic Party. And yes, black men, they have capitulated and they agree with it. And as you can see here, the black man needs to be felt sorry for. He's kneeling. He gives up. He's tried everything that he can possibly do, within his own community, and it's just not good enough. He needs white people to feel sorry for him. So Jonathan Isaac kind of gets in the way of that because Jonathan Isaac said, I don't need nobody to feel sorry for me. I have a solution, and it involves standing on my own 2 feet and being responsible for my own actions. But yeah, let's kind of just take that back because he kind of gets into a whole spiel, like a religious spiel, and it's not really necessary for us to go into that. But just this part right here, just listen again to the snarkiness in Taylor Rooks' voice. She thinks she's about to stump him.
Two-part question for you. So you didn't kneel during the anthem, but you also didn't wear a Black Lives Matter shirt. Do you believe that Black Lives Matter?
Absolutely. I believe that Black Lives Matter. A lot went into my decision, and part of it is, first off, is my thought that kneeling or wearing a Black Lives Matter T-shirt don't go hand in hand with supporting Black lives. And so I felt like, just me personally, what it is that I believe in, standing on the stance that I do believe that Black Lives Matter, but I just felt like it was a decision that I had to make, and I didn't feel like putting that shirt on and kneeling went hand in hand with supporting Black lives, or that it made me
Jonathan, you read off the script. See, the script says black men do what the Democratic Party says. Shut up, play victim. Do like LeBron. Which, if you look at when LeBron kneeled, look at his face. He look like he about to crack a smile because these dudes know damn well that the odds of them living in Brentwood and these white neighborhoods, the odds of and being famous in the cities that they're in, the odds of them running into a real police issue is slim to none. It's probably more likely that your average white man get into a confrontation than any of these dudes. So the fact that these brothers are kneeling like they're the victim is just asinine. But and even again, this is a black woman in Taylor Rooks asking another black man that he believed that Black Lives Matter. What she's really saying is, you're an idiot. You're a child. You must be too stupid to understand what's going on here. And you know why black liberal women also have an issue is because their organizations that they create, their nonprofits that they create, due to the steam that George Floyd got, they're the ones that the governments and all the people, corporations are going to end up giving money to. They're not going to give money to actual black men that start nonprofits. No. They're going to look for black women that preach this victim mentality, and we all got to come together and kumbaya. And if white if police officers would just have a heart, they're going to give the money to them because they know for the most part that black women ain't going to solve nothing. They just going to get up and talk, and more likely than not, they probably would rather date a police officer than date any brother that really thinks outside of the box. So, like I said, we're not going to get into, he's clearly a religious man. It shouldn't matter why he chose not to do it. The thing is, he chose not to do it, and he has every right to do it. It's just funny to me that, they claim that black people don't have no rights and, they're always getting abused. But then when, they have the right to actually stand for the flag, you want to question it. I find that interesting. Now, let's see what Taylor Rooks, which is a representation of the liberal black woman that you're going to run into whenever you talk about real issues. Let's see how she responds to his answer, which was plain and clear. She's going to respond and say, bruh, you don't get it. You really must be stupid. Let's see.
Is the gospel.
If I'm able to answer that.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, am I able to follow up with a quick one?
Yes, please do. Go ahead.
Okay. So Jonathan, I'm asking this with all sincerity.
Hold on. Listen, Jonathan. I believe that Black Lives Matter too. Okay, don't try to say that you're better than me. Okay, just put the goddamn shirt on. I mean, God, I don't get it, Jonathan. What's going on? I mean, I know I'm attractive, so I don't understand. Like, you see my titties? You see them? I mean, come on now. Just go along, get along. Don't disagree. And what I'm saying, I'm in control here. Okay? All right. Bye. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, am I able to follow up with a quick one?
Yes, please do. Go ahead.
Okay. So Jonathan, I'm asking this with all sincerity. I just want to really understand your reasoning for that. Can you just explain further what you feel like religion has to do with kneeling for the anthem to protest against racism and police brutality? The correlation between those two?
See, again, she does not care what he has to say. Let's go back to his response. He said at the very beginning, what did he tell her?
For the Black Lives. And so I felt like, just me personally, what it is that I believe in, standing on the stance that I do believe that Black Lives Matter, but I just felt like it was a decision that I had to make, and I didn't feel like putting that shirt on and kneeling went hand in hand with supporting Black Lives.
Bingo. I mean, what is so difficult to understand? I mean, he spoke clear English. He has a mask on, but it's pretty clear that he said that she asked him why he didn't do it, and he said, "I don't believe that that's the best solution, and I ain't with that." But you see, the liberal black woman, she sees you like they claim white men see you. The liberal black woman sees the black man like they claim the white man sees black men. They see you as a child. They see you as a victim. They see you as someone that needs their hand held. Brother, clearly Taylor Rooks feels like, oh gosh, oh this athlete. I mean, I would love to marry him. I mean, I would love to marry, a black athlete after I finish, sleeping around, all of ESPN headquarters to get to the top. But Jonathan, you have to understand. I need you to understand that the Black Lives Matter movement is here to help you. Just kneel and shut up. We'll take care of the rest. We'll take care of the black man. We don't need you to have other solutions. It's not for you to actually believe that you can solve the community. You can't do it. You're not good enough. Just kneel and put a shirt on. Is that so hard? So he said, I don't believe in that, and she got to ask him again why.
Can you just explain further what you feel like religion has to do with kneeling for the anthem to protest against racism and police brutality? The correlation between those two?
Well, I mean,
again, what he should have told, she should have told her is, I just told you. Like I said, it doesn't need to be any quote unquote correlation between the two. The truth is, I want to ask you, Taylor Rooks, what is the correlation between wearing a shirt and kneeling to police brutality? Not what's the correlation between not doing it. What's the correlation between doing it? I mean, damn, if I gotta kneel and put a shirt on to solve all my issues, well, damn, give me a shirt then. Let me kneel. Where can I kneel? Please help me. But last time I checked, buying a shirt and kneeling ain't do nothing for nobody. But see, brothers, they want us to be stuck with the only option is meaningless gestures that go nowhere. In fact, when you kneel, you show subservience. And that's the last thing black men need to do. So again, I just wanted to point out the fact that Jonathan Isaac is a villain. Get this straight, guys. A black man with his own thoughts and own opinion is a villain to the same people who make money off of the tragedy of people like that look like him. So it's okay to make money when, police are killing people like Jonathan Isaac, supposedly, but, and start GoFundMes and create organizations and collect money for the Democratic Party. But then when someone speaks up and says, no, I really don't agree with that, or I don't really want to kneel, I don't really want to go along with this Marxist communist organization, there's an issue there. You see the cognitive dissonance that liberal black women have? And the truth is that they're not ready for that conversation. They don't want black men to actually think on a higher level and say, you know what? I think this way. They don't want black men to be at the face of any movement. They don't care about what you have to say at all. Point blank, period. Not only is it important to know that they don't want you to have any say-so in the movement that's supposed to be about you, but it's important to know why they don't want you there, why they don't want you in that position. Because at the end of the day, you are just a prop. You're just a tool for them to bring in feminism, transgenderism, homosexuality, globalism, and they're using the issue that black men supposedly have with police as a match to ignite the conversation. But in the end, they really could care less about any heterosexual black man giving his own opinion and his own solution to the problems that exist. And brothers, I'm telling you right now, we are the only ones that can change our community, and we're the only ones that can change our situation. And no, we do not need to wear a shirt and to kneel before the flag and do all these goofy gestures in order for us to get anywhere. And no, we do not need anyone to feel sorry for us. So respect to Jonathan Isaac. Brothers, just know that as you go along, if you're a thinking black man with your own opinion, you are going to run into many Taylor Rooks. I do not care how attractive she is, how ugly she is. Liberal women are going to say the same. They're going to have the same talking points, because even though you're the one that is supposedly the victim, they're going to be the main ones that benefit in the globalist, feminist, transgender society that they're trying to bring about. Okay? So get that through our heads. And if you see any brothers out here that shaming Jonathan Isaac and calling him a coon, then I want you to ask yourself why that is. Why is he a coon for making his own decision? It seems like you're the coon because you're defending a organization that is exploiting black male death. So I want to end it right there. Respect to Jonathan Isaac, and we're out. Peace.